All right, we'll start the show already. Good God. Oh, look at that. It's here. Look, it's in frame. It's in frame, just like we knew we were doing. Good morning, Vietnam. And surrounding other countries are included. Canada is also included. Yeah, it is Saturday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. I don't care how many of you call me a nerd. It's all right. May the 4th be, may the Force be with you. It's a Star Wars thing. I know you guys have been hearing it all day, and now you get to hear it from me, too. May the 4th be with you. I do have a lightsaber, and I like Star Trek. I have a phaser. So there's no Star Trek day, but there's a Star Wars day, and it's today. So I'm not drinking this to Star Wars day. I'm not drinking this to the May the 4th be with you. I'm drinking this because we are Generation X. We are a bunch of extras. We are a legion of X. This is the Bottom of the Glass Nation, and you guys are my friends. So I'm going to start off drinking right now. What are we drinking? We are drinking what Sun Valley Fox gave me, little Pendleton Rye. We have one distraction we have to do. Let's raise the glass, circle the wagons, drink this one with me. Don't make me drink alone. I'll do it. I've drank alone before. I don't prefer it. I'd rather drink with you guys. Here we go. Bottoms up. And then I go, oh my gosh, what? What's that over there? Because if the Sun Valley Fox sees me chasing it with Coke, he calls it training wheels like my wife used to, and he makes fun of me, and then I cry. And you don't want to see a big guy like me cry. No, 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 no. Who is here today? A lot of names going by. Brent went fishing, loud one. Pukey McFisty.
Wow, 1937, hers said Star Wars sucks.
What? Who said that?
1937 Hearst.
Where did he say that? I didn't see that.
Wow.
1937 Hearst. Well, guess where he's going? He's going in the woodshed. Yeah,
Bye-bye.
1937 Hearst is in a timeout. You don't say Star Wars sucks. You don't talk about my childhood that way. Star Wars, it does not. It most certainly does what? And there's billions of people that would agree with me, and only a handful that would agree with you. And all of you and your friends, you can go in the woodshed, every single one of you. All right, 37 Hearst. I love the guy's a friend of mine, but he's in the woodshed now because he spoke out of turn. So yeah, it's May the 4th, and who I was reading that Larry from Denmark's here, sir. Oh, I was going to say Pukey McFisty. What, you sit down at a computer and you log in and they say, well, what's your name, what's your email, what's your phone number, what's your password, and what would you like your screen name to be? What would you like your handle to be if you're back in the era of CBs? Remember CBs? Or CBs, Breaker 19? And I'd like to be Pukey McFisty. That is not a good way to pick up chicks with the name Pukey McFisty. Pukey McFisty here to see you. Not a good thing. And so Droppins in here, Janet Duding, Mr. Blackstar, Jennifer Whitehead, Scott Royston, Sweets, now Sweets said hello, handsome general in capital, so we're going to let it go. But she also said there's no way Gen X Mom could be a jerk. I promise you, my wife can be the biggest jerk of all times. I promise you, just horrible, horrible individual. But we'll get to more on her later. All right, so it's May the 4th. So we say it's May the 4th be with you if you're a Star Wars aficionado, as it were. But also, it was now. Did you see the screen title? Gen X Mom. Since you read the title today and it said Gen X Mom's a jerk, did you see the picture for today? Did you see what the picture was for today's event?
No.
What's that?
No, I did not.
Today is National Bombshell Day. And it just had a picture of 3 girls laughing. It just said National Bombshell Day and had a picture of 3 girls laughing. Now, is this because those 3 girls are bombshells? As old people would say back in the day, oh, that chick's a bombshell. Ooh, yeah, she looks good. Bombshell, baby. No, I don't think it meant that. Did it mean bombshell? Like, I don't think it meant that either. So now I'm a little confused. What does National Bombshell Day mean? I mean, is that a drink? Is that just a drink I don't know about? Because there's 10 million drinks now. Can you go up and order a bombshell? Is that a drink? Is it National Bombshell Drink Day? I'm asking. If you guys know, put it in the comment section. I legitimately don't know what that means. Yeah, Gen X Mom.
Pukey McFisty is Christopher Quillam. He just said.
Pukey McFisty
is Christopher Quillam. He
What?
writes you all the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Chris, Pukey McFisty? Pukey McFisty. Really? Pukey McFisty. All right. Well, I don't know what that means. So if you guys know a National Bombshell, I'd like to know. What could it possibly mean? I mean, all the things, the euphemisms that go along with bombshell, I do not know. I could not say. But this is so fucking smooth. I'm going to drink another one, which is not good for me because my wife is asking for stuff. She's been asking for money for different items all day. And right now, all she's going to tell me is drink up, big boy, because then she gets everything she wants with no effort. All she has to do is come whisper something warm in my ear and go, come on, honey, just give me all the money. Here's your credit card. Okay. And I'm dumb and I follow along. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Now, honey, sweetheart.
Yes.
We're gonna tell a story before we go into the sheets. All right.
We are telling a story,
We're telling a quick
or
story.
are you telling a story?
Well, I'm gonna tell an amazing story, and you're going to nod like this as I'm telling it, letting everybody know that it's a wonderful story. It's true. It's factual, and I'm awesome.
Maybe.
If you get lost, just keep nodding.
Okay.
All right. Remember to smile. You're on camera. You can't have the.
Shut
You
up.
got to have the. No. Got to have
Shut
the.
up.
All right. Where did I take you for date night last night?
To the Hollywood Bowl.
And who did we see?
We saw Bill Burr.
And was it a good show?
It was a good show.
And I would like to talk about some of the complications of that show.
Oh,
First of all, my wife bought the tickets and she paid for parking. I didn't have to do anything. So really, she took me on the date. And we got there and they have, what is that called? What's their parking called again?
stack parking.
Stack parking. Now, if you don't know what stack parking is, they literally stack all the cars. Let's say you had 6 cars in a row. All right. Let me put it this way. Let's say you had 6 cars and then 6 cars and 6 cars and 6 cars all the way up. Let's say you had 300 cars, 6 across. Everybody goes to leave. Everybody gets in their cars, but if the first 6 people don't get in their cars, you cannot leave. The first people have to. That's it. That's the way it is. So the Hollywood Bowl holds like 18,000. There was 17,000 people there last night, and not all of them were in stacked parking, but quite a bit were. Now, the cool part about where she got us is there was one narrow road. The Hollywood Bowl's been there, what is it, since the 30s or something? And so there's been torn up and redone on the outside quite a bit. But they left this one lane for parking, and it held like 65 cars in a single row. There was a fence on one side. There was a curb and an island with trees and bushes on the other. So no one parked next to you. Great. But we were second in line. So if I didn't get my fat ass out to the truck, there was 60 other people behind me waiting for my dumb ass to get in the truck to leave. Well, yeah, it's the Hollywood Bowl. Figure it out. So we go in there, and it's all there's very few stairs. It's a lot of big, huge driveways up and down and they're steep. They're really steep. This place was not thought with a big old fat guy in mind for walking around at all. We went all the way, we hiked this thing all the way to our seats, which she had good seats. And I realized, Mom, I got to go to the bathroom. Mom, I got to go to the bathroom.
And we were sitting by a bathroom, which you should have.
I did. When we got there, I went to the bathroom. But
I know, but before we left where we were sitting, you should have just went back in and went to the bathroom.
You should have been a mom and said, now, before we go, do you have to go?
I thought I was done doing that.
Do you have to go potty before we go?
I forgot. I had my 9th child with me.
You did. So we get all the way up there. And literally, this is a fiasco to get me up in there. And when we walked in, we waited for the lines to dissipate because there was still an hour and a half before the show began. And then we were hanging out. We were people watching, and I think it was fun. We were watching all these people. I can't even tell you that. LA is the most diversified group you've ever seen. There was prostitutes.
We haven't been down there for a while.
No, there was prostitutes, clearly. There was redneck hillbillies. There was executives in jackets. People looked like they had just got married. I mean, everything you could think of.
Somebody just rolled out of bed.
There was Walmart shoppers, guaranteed. And so we did a lot of people watching and talking and goofing around. And then when it came time to go, waited till the lines kind of cleared. And then we walked up there, but there's still a long line. And I'm pushing my wheelchair because I just use it kind of to stabilize myself. I could walk without it. You guys know me, they've been around me. I walk without it. It's just not as easy. And this old boy who works security comes up and goes, "Sir, you can head right across here to the ADA entrance." I said, "What the fuck is an ADA?" You took off.
I was like, "That's right."
She goes, "She's breaking free from the lines." And I go, "What's an ADA entrance?" He goes, "Well, sir, it's an American with Disabilities Act." I said, "Okay, first, I'm not disabled." And he just looks at my wheelchair like,
Yeah.
He's like, well, sir, you push. And it's not like the wheelchair is brand new, like I just rented. This thing is old and tattered and clearly mine. Clearly there's ownership there. So I
It's
said,
not like you just bought it for the show.
no, it was. So he's like, sir, nothing to be embarrassed about now.
I left. I was
she
like,
was
I'm
took
there.
off and she's yelling at me, come on, come on. So I waddle my ass over there. Now there's a little bitty tiny little walkthrough area, but we're way ahead of thousands of people. And the cool part about this, I wasn't really happy about it. We were walking up the line, and before we get to the place where they check out all your shit, there was this tall, skinny, older black dude with these glasses on working security right there. And I'm walking towards him. Sorry. I'm waddling towards him with my wheelchair walker, and he goes, Gen X Talks, my man. And so as I went around and gave him a little fist bump like that, and the lady next to him was like, what's Gen X Talks? He's like, Generation X. You don't know what Gen X Talk? What the? So we go through the thing. I thought that was kind of a little nice pump for the channel, for the brand. That was cool. So we go through everything, and they let her through with all her jewelry. I told the guy, I go, don't let her through. They had her go, they had you put your hands up and you're dancing.
Yeah, but they didn't even check my purse either, by the way.
And you were wiggling. What was with the wiggle dance going through that you were
I
doing?
don't know. She was just messing with me. So she was, she wanted me to wiggle through. I
So
don't know.
you go like this. So she's wiggling through all your jewelry on your bracelets and stuff. I'm like, the metal detector's not going to that's not going to pick that
Yeah,
up.
because I asked her, I said, do I have to take my earrings off and my bracelet off? She goes, no, don't worry about
Well,
it.
because disabled people are honest. so where you
Especially their caregivers.
yeah. Oh, now you're my caregiver. Yeah, disabled people are nice. So we get through there. Everybody's cool. We get in the elevator. They said go to the second promenade. We do. We get off. We walk all the way to the middle of the Hollywood Bowl. Right in the middle of the seating on Promenade 2. And this guy says, oh, you're on the wrong one. You need to go up there. We need to go one flight up, which is like 70 feet of stairs. And he goes, you asked, is there an escalator? No. Is there an elevator? He goes, no.
The kid had no idea.
Yeah, this kid was an idiot. He goes, you have to walk up there. So my wife turns around. She looks at me. She goes, can you walk up those stairs? And I'm like, yeah, I could, but I don't want to. And how am I going to get my wheelchair there and drag it behind me up these stairs? Hollywood Bowl is steep. It's old school. It is really fucking steep. It's got it's an angle. And so we're arguing about this, and then all of a sudden my wife sees a guy where we're supposed to be sitting in that area with a rascal scooter. And she grabs that fucking kid by the shirt and goes, hey, then how did that guy get a rascal scooter up there? Did he have to walk up there too? And all of a sudden the kid went, huh.
And then he says, oh, let me take you over here to that other person.
Then he shuffled us off. He realized he stepped on his dick. So we went over to another lady, and she was explaining it to us. And I didn't see the lady dressed in red. I guess you did behind me. As we were talking, very nice lady that was helping us, security, and telling us, here's where you go, here's what you do. Another elevator up, big flight of ramps, but you'll get there. And I guess this one lady had stopped next to me, and I didn't see her, and waited through the whole 20-minute conversation. And my wife is pointing like this, and she goes, can I help you? And this lady came around to the front of me and just had a little meltdown. She goes, oh my gosh, you're Gen X Talks, and I watch you all the time. And she want to talk about everything. She's like, I remember your dead horse video and the miter saw video, and when you said goodbye and he cried, and lately I've noticed that your daughter's been doing some of the videos.
She's been watching.
I really like how we're just having a full-blown documentary on the events of Gen X Talks. I thought it was so sweet and so nice, and she was so kind. But there was no pictures. We couldn't take a picture. Honey, would you like to tell them why nobody in the entire stadium could take a picture?
Well, let me tell you.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to sneak a drink.
When you show them your tickets, which all the tickets are on your phone, how convenient. After you show them your tickets, they give you like this little pouch for your cell phones. You have to power down your cell phone, put it in these pouches, and they are sealed. And the only way that you can open up is they have a tool
They're
for it.
magnetically sealed. You can't, no cell phone signal gets in or out, and you can't open it without one of their tools.
Yeah. It's almost like one of those things that you get on pants at the department store,
Yeah.
like an ink tag kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. And so you cannot have your cell phone in the Hollywood Bowl for the Bill Burr thing.
You know what you guys have never seen? You've never seen 17,000 people who don't have a cell phone, and they all had to talk to each other for an hour and a half or 2 hours. I mean, there was literal conversations going on. That place would have been relatively quiet had everyone been on their phones waiting for the show to start.
Yeah.
No. No, they cut that shit out. Bill Burr said no fucking phones. So we said hello to the fan. We get back in the elevator. We go long fucking walk after the elevator goes up. We get to our seats. I was very happy with the seats. We were right in the middle. There were still more people up behind us.
Cartman asked, what if you have an emergency back home? Well, they did have a certain area that you could go to.
Yes.
You have to leave the stadium or the Hollywood Bowl and go to this certain area. They would unlock it. They would watch you make a call or a text, and then you had to redo it. So if you wanted to go through that.
But you wouldn't know to make the call. You wouldn't know there's an emergency. Well, that's the thing is that, and this is what gets me with parents these days, too.
Back in the day, we didn't know.
I'm going to go there. This is what happens with, you say no cell phones, and some parent always goes, my child can have a cell phone in school. I will always be able to reach my child. If I want to reach my child, the school can't tell me. My child can have a cell phone. You can't put us in that's a dangerous situation to be without a cell phone. A cell phone is your lifeline. What if, and what if? I didn't have a cell phone when I was in school. Somehow I made it through the whole day. And yes, sometimes I would guess that sometimes people weren't around during an emergency. They missed something. Grandpa had a heart attack and he's in the hospital. We couldn't get a hold of you till after football practice. You could have gone to the hospital and seen him, but I guess there's some of that could happen. But it's so funny to watch people pretend like that's the only thing they can do.
Well,
you have to have it.
We had told the kid because he was home. We told him right before we walked in there, like we had radio silence, and we would text him when we were done.
And I did the same thing with staff, Gen X Talk staff, and I even put it on Discord because at the moment I was talking with people in Discord, I even said, "Hey, my phone's going off for a little bit." That was it.
Yeah.
And I guess there's a chance you could miss some stuff, but that's just the way it goes. But you're right. You could miss an emergency. Sorry about your luck. Guess what? In the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, you missed it. You just missed the emergency. You didn't find out that your house burned down until after the show. And maybe that's not so bad, but yeah, that's the gig. And they just make you shut it off. And if you open it up during the show, they will come right to where you are and they will kick you out of the concert right there. If you get on your cell phone in the stadium where the concert's, you're fucking gone. So we go up there. The seats were really good. We watched the show. I made one mistake though. Between hiking all the way up, then down to the bathroom, then all the way back up, then up again, I can't tell you how much uphill and downhill that was. I'm 4 football fields. And for a big fat guy like me on bad knees, I was huffing and puffing. By the time I got there, and I kept my composure, ladies and gentlemen. I was cool the entire time. This was the face I presented that was hiding the anguish. It was this, all right? I sit down and my shirt is soaking wet from sweat because I'm working it, man. I'm huffing and puffing. The show starts about an hour later, hour and a half later, and the temperature drops 20 degrees. Now I'm freezing. And I had to pull my arms in, pull my sleeves in, and go. I mean, I was cold because my shirt was wet. So we did all that. It was a great show. It was a lot of fun. And John Lovitz came on stage there. Got to see John Lovitz. Never seen him in person before. That was kind of cool. And then we go to leave, and I got to get all the way down there, and I got to go to the bathroom. Now, here's the funny part. Everybody is fucking hammered. Everybody's hammered. And do you know what story I'm going to tell here, honey, while you're back on camera?
About what?
When we went to the elevator.
Which time?
On our way out. We're leaving.
Oh, okay.
We're on our way out. We're leaving. And even people that didn't need to use the elevator were using the elevator. So there was like 20 of us gathered around this elevator. Everybody hammered. Everybody slurring their words and talking. And some dude in front of us starts, what did he say? He goes, we're all talking about how difficult it is to get out of stadiums.
Oh, yeah. You talked about SoFi for the Rams game.
No, he talked about SoFi. Well, he'd been there 5 times, but he goes, I went and saw The Weeknd. And it was really terrible getting out of SoFi Stadium. Once they quit playing, I went there for the concert. The show was over, and I said...
And then your old age set in.
Well, I go, yeah, how do those guys sound?
You said the band?
Yeah, the band. How's the band?
I looked at him like, the band... It's not a band,
well, like
honey.
7 people turned around and go, Sir, The Weeknd is one person. I went, one fucking guy calls himself The Weeknd? Fucking sense does that make? And everyone's looking at me, and everyone's still hammered. We've been there. Now we've been at the elevator like 20 or 30 minutes waiting for the elevator to show up. And everyone's drunk. Now everyone's making fun of me because I felt old and stupid all in one shot. I didn't know there was one guy called The Weeknd. I mean, you can change your name to Prince or a symbol, but call yourself The Weeknd. One dude's the whole weekend. And then all of us, and I didn't notice this either. The one drunk guy I was talking to reaches over amidst the crowd of people that we've now 20 to 25 minutes at this elevator door, and he hits the button.
Yes.
And the
there
door
was an
opens.
attendant there. And there was an attendant there.
There was an attendant from the Hollywood Bowl there. He hits the button, the door's open, and I fucking lost my goddamn mind. I'm like, you fuckers are sitting here for 25 minutes. No one pressed the button for the elevator. There's a line behind us of 85 people. There's 20 of us right here. We've been here for damn near half an hour. Nobody pressed the door button. So then everybody tries to rush past this guy who pressed the button. He's like, well, let's get in. I go, this guy should go first. This is the only guy who was smart enough to press the fucking button. He goes, yeah, I should go first, as everyone's trying to clamor in there. I don't know whether he got in that one or not. I didn't.
He went down. He did.
He got in there? Good. Because he was like, yeah, I should go first. You fuckers didn't even know to press the button. We'd all still be standing up here. Which reminds me of another story.
Well, can I read some sheets?
Oh.
We didn't even do any sheets. You're just going on and on and on.
Let me finish my story because it's an elevator story.
Lord.
So that reminded me. So we're sitting out there at the Hollywood Bowl, out on the terrace. It's outdoors, waiting for this outdoor elevator. Nobody does anything because nobody pressed the button. I thought that was hilarious. But that reminded me of a story. We were in Vegas one time years ago, and I forget. There was 5 or 6 or 8 of us as friends, and we were completely hammered. My wife, myself, all of our friends, and we get in the elevator, and we're talking, we're laughing, we're falling all over each other, carrying on, and all of a sudden the elevator door opens, and this is a very long time we're in the elevator. It's the middle of the night. It's like 1 a.m, 2 a.m, and all of a sudden the elevator door opens, and we look, and there's people standing there waiting to get in. We don't get out. They don't get in, and we're like, we're going to 14. And they're like, well, you're still on the casino floor. And then it dawned on all of us, nobody pressed the button for the floor. We all piled in. We all started the door shut. And then we just sat there on the casino level for 20 or 25 minutes till somebody else came on the outside to push the button to get in. So they thought when the doors opened, we were all going to get out. And we were in there for 20 minutes not doing anything. I vividly remember that story. Back me up. That's true. You were there.
It was true.
True story, right?
True story.
All right. Go ahead and read your sheets.
All right.
Mama X.
We have a couple birthdays in the house right now. Scott Aaron celebrated his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday,
Scott. Do you
Scott.
say Aaron's or Aherns?
Aherns? I say Aaron's.
Okay, well, I'm just asking. I want to get it wrong.
We'll say happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday, Scotty H, with a last name I'm unclear about.
Scott with an A.
Oh, happy birthday, Scotty with an A. Last name I'm not sure about.
Am I being a jerk right now? No, I'm just correcting him. That's okay.
No, you're not being a jerk right now. You were a jerk earlier.
And tomorrow, Crystal Miller is celebrating the big 5-0 tomorrow, and she is in the house right now. Everybody wish Crystal Miller a happy 50th birthday.
Happy birthday. The best part of your life is maybe right in front of you still.
Aw, that's
true story.
And I have somebody on the birthday list of Eric Lockwich. I don't know if that's his real name or he has a different name. I'm not sure, but he celebrates tomorrow also.
Sounds like a good reason to drink to me.
Everybody, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to everybody who deserves a birthday. Happy unbirthday, as they say in Alice in Wonderland, to everyone who it's not your birthday. So between birthdays and unbirthdays, I think we got today covered.
Alrighty. Loud One gave $5 at the beginning of the stream. All right, you farmers. I don't know if you wanted to say farmers.
All right,
smash the like button, grab your farkin' drink, and get on the damn bus. We are leaving in 9 minutes, is what he said.
Hey, remember how at the concert I told you I was sweating through my shirt?
Yes.
I'm doing it again.
Oh.
Trips, can you go press that breaker, the one on the right, flip it to on?
Sure can.
Watch the hand over GXMom's screen. Watch, there it goes. Oh, look at that hand. That is the hand of Trippy Dippy Pineapple.
Hello from Rob. Handsome General, it's a good thing you aren't in northern Nevada right now. It's snowing and it's May.
Wow.
Robert London, member for 1 year. Well, I was going to tune in for the show, but I got to go back. I have to go back to the hospital. My surgery stitches opened up, and I'm bleeding again. Can someone say hi to the king and queen for me? Have a good night. Robert London.
Who's the king?
You. I don't know why. Nobody's crowned him king. Do you have a crown?
No.
Okay, well then, no.
I do.
No.
Disney kids sent me a crown.
Danny H. gifted 5 memberships to Steffi O. Nurse, Janet Dudding, Joe Jones, Captain Cal, and Wasted Aces. They all got memberships. Scott Aherns, yes, sir. Good evening, handsome general and beautiful queen. The Dirty Wrench, good evening, handsome general. Beautiful Gen X mom and bottom of the glass nation. Sweet says, hello, handsome general. Russell Covey, our man over on Facebook, go Broncos, 200 stars sent. John Jensen, evening, Mama X, your highness.
Oh, my God.
Welcome, John. Shannon Burgode. Hello, handsome general. Schizoet. I'm assuming it's a girl. Welcome to being an extra. She just joined that crazy bunch of us.
Thank you very much.
Somebody, and I don't know if it's Trippy or who, or maybe Sammy, I don't know. Or maybe it's Josh, I don't know. A bombshell is an extremely beautiful woman, for example, the queen or myself, LOL.
Oh, my God.
Sammy.
Oh, my God.
Bombshell Day is a day to celebrate us beautiful women.
She's making that up.
You go, girl.
I don't know if that's what Bombshell Day was for, but I did hear 5 handsome generals in there. We can begin the show now, ladies and gentlemen.
The man they call Jay. I know that bottle. I'm assuming your bottle of...
Yeah, it's a Pendleton Rise for the well-established drinker.
Michelle M. Josh, loving my KGXT. I put it on our nurse's station speaker at night. Awesome. Loud One gifted 5 memberships tonight to Shadow Light, Gary, Jonathan, Richard, and Matthew Lambert, our friend Matthew from up near Reno. Hogs, General, how's your health quest going? Getting a lot of energy yet?
Actually, yeah. There's if you guys read the Fat Guy page update, go to genxtalks.com, scroll to the bottom. The Fat Guy page talks about as often as I update it. I'm closing in on a milestone. It's written there. I'm about 6 pounds away from a milestone in weight loss. And overall, when I cross the milestone, don't confuse it. When I cross the milestone, I will have lost from my peak weight about 70 pounds. From my average running weight, which I was mostly at, which is where you guys know me from, about 55 pounds. And that's coming up. It's right around the corner. But in answer to your question about energy, I think my wife would attest to the fact that in the last maybe 3 to 4 weeks, I have had much more energy. I get up earlier. I'm moving. I'm shaking. I'm doing. I'm thinking. I'm trying to figure out how to get stuff done. I'm telling you, I walk around the house. I don't care if it's 6:30 in the morning, and I'm grabbing ass. I will smack her on the butt as she's fixing her coffee. And even though you get 0 response, my wife before her first cup of coffee is like a zombie with no feelings, no emotions, no nothing. You could sit there and smack her on the butt 50 times. All she's doing is looking at the coffee pot, waiting for it to finish dripping. No emotion whatsoever. But me, oh, I'm all over that. I'm slapping, I'm around, I'm playing her butt like bongos. Boom, 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 and I'm down the road motors. I think that's a fair assessment of the situation, since you asked.
All right, I got a few more, may I?
You please do.
Kyle Reichen got his big red 1 today. Scott Royston gifted 5 Gen X Talks memberships to Cartman, JSD 13. Ed Reynolds, Hugh, and Joe DeMitt all got it. PayPal, $5 from Ronnie Evans.
Thanks, Ronnie. Thanks, Scott.
He paid for a question.
All right, Ronnie, go ahead.
What would be a federal national law you would like to enact, and what punishment would it carry?
A federal or national law that I would enact, and what punishment would it carry?
Yeah. Ronnie wants to know.
Ronnie, off the top of my head, I mean, there's many. Well, there's so obvious with stuff these days that we're just so angry about. I mean, you could say, you could absolutely say that from standing for the national anthem, Why can't that be a rule? You're in this fucking country. If you want to be here, this is one of the things you do. You don't get to come into the country and then disrespect every part of its rule of law, and then, you want all of the human rights that go along with the law. They hate that shit. So that'd be one. But let's say if I was going to do a specific one, I would say this would be a kind of a two-parter. One, if you are here illegally, you have to leave. You have to come through correctly. We welcome you. Please come through correctly. Please come through the port of entry. But if you're here illegally, there's no, you will see you in a few months. We'll talk about a court that you just got to go that minute. It's not catch and release. You got to go. That's one. And then if you are here legally and you commit a crime, you're out. There's not probation. It's not like, well, it's an accident and we got to talk about it. And there's citizenship, right? Because you're not a citizen. Okay, you got to go. So I think that law would be the illegal immigration law would be if you're here illegally, please leave. Got to get you out. Just throw you over the fence, lock the door, you're out. And if you commit a crime, even if you're here legally, you commit a crime, you're gone. I don't think there should be even a trial. It's like if they catch you doing something wrong, if they catch you stealing a car, they just stamp you on the forehead and then off you go. That's it. They got to go because I think that would weed out. Now, hear me out. I think that would weed out all the people, all of the undesirables, and it would allow the people that really want to be here and thrive and prosper, and all the people that want to fit in, it'd leave them. That'd be one that I would do for sure.
All righty. Samuel Pancake became an extra. I think he just renewed his thing. Cody Lawrence on Facebook. General, I just started my new job as a probation and parole officer. Cody Lawrence.
You didn't pull my card, did you? I don't have to report. We good? I'm just asking.
Okay. Dean gifted 5 memberships tonight. Thrash for Life, Q Smith, Charles, KG, and Todd.
KG? Did you say KG?
Yeah, KG.
KG, you were just gifted a membership? Brother, I thought you loved me. We shared history, my man. History.
Kaiser Wilhelm II.
Kaiser Wilhelm
the
second, if you please.
Member for 7 months. Der Kaiser is here, Mein General. Mein General. That's what he's saying. Yeah. John Davenport on Facebook. New here. Let's see what you got. John Davenport.
Well, John, I guess I better turn it up to 11.
Scott Harmon, $5. Whatever you're being a jerk about, Mama Epps, keep it up. LOL.
Oh my God. Hold on. Stop the show. Stop the program for real quick. Now, I'm not going to get into the specific question, but I was asking a question. Imagine this. Okay, this is really simple. If I said to Mama X, if I said to my wife, do you know, if we got a cat and we didn't pay it enough attention, it would piss everywhere? That's a question, right? Do you think if we got a cat? And she answered the question, do you think if we got a cat? She goes, no. No. I'm like, well, you don't even know the question yet. I haven't even finished. You have no idea what I'm talking about. She goes, well, the answer is no. I said, what? I just wanted to ask. No, the answer is no. And I got to be honest, I started losing my shit. I'm like, how the fuck can you answer? I didn't even ask. That's how the whole fight started. Now, if I have a few more drinks, this is what my wife will do. And she does it every time. She's in the wrong. 100%. I think we'd all agree on that. In this situation, in this scenario, she's in the wrong. And after I get a bunch of drinks, I'll go upstairs, we'll go in the room, get ready for bed, and she'll stare at me until I come in with my hat in my hand and go, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said what I said. I was a little presumptuous. You clearly knew the answer to the question before I asked. Please forgive me. And that's how that shit goes. So I hate when I fucking drink because she knows how to make me apologize. Even when it's not my fault. And how many men out there right now are going, oh, it's just standard operating procedure when you're married, General. You apologize. Even when you're, as a real man, as a married man, you apologize even when you're right. I know. I got it. But while I'm sober, it bothers me. It won't bother too much when I'm drinking. But right now, it bothers the shit out of me. Okay, so yes, all I did was say that she was being a jerk. That's all I said. I didn't say I was divorcing her. That comes later. All right, go ahead.
Notice I wasn't on camera that whole time that he gave his dissertation.
No,
but
because
whatever.
the things that she was doing, the rolling of the eyes, the looks, the flipping off the shit. You don't need to see that. None of you needed to see any of that. Very disrespectful. Very, very distasteful from a young lady.
Tubby Chili, General, what is your preferred?
The dude's name was Tubby Chili.
Yes.
Tubby Chili. Okay, go.
And he's been on here before.
Well, I didn't hear the name. It's Tubby Chili. It's funny.
Tubby Chili.
Tubby Chili. My man.
General, what is your preferred Cologne?
Oh, yeah. As most of my harem will attest to. In fact, is there any harem girls in here
Yes.
that know what my cologne is? Come on now, girls. There's probably some guys that know.
Here we go.
Come on. Show me some love, ladies. Anybody from the harem can answer. Facebook,
Cologne.
Rumble. Come on, Cologne. What is it?
Cologne.
Trippy Pineapple. Shut the fuck up. I know you know. Trippy knows. Come on, anybody. Come on, somebody. Come on. I'm relying on my harem right now.
Wow, there's nothing.
Wow.
There's nothing.
There's crickets in there.
And there's crickets.
That
More
is-
I've seen some
crickets.
people mention it though, like way before.
That voice you're hearing is Trippy Dippy Pineapple coming in loud and clear. I can't believe nobody. There it is. Okay, sweets. Woo! John Morgan says brood. It's not brood. Oh, yeah. Dirty Wrench got it. Sweets got
Jeffrey
it.
Montgomery.
Obi.
Ode Earl.
Oh, Jane Mott says Old Spice. Why are they guessing this old stuff? Old Spice. Yes, and I shower every morning with Irish Spring.
Kailash says Chanel number fart.
Polo green.
Oh, my
okay,
goodness.
well, I'm just letting you guys know that. Thank you, harem ladies. Yes, Drakkar. Do you know why? Because if you want to walk around smelling like 1985, there's not a better way to do it.
LL says WD-40. That's close.
Well,
It was more motor oil when he was working, but
yeah,
it's
or
okay.
gear oil, which
Gear
she
oil.
hates. She hates the smell of gear oil and weed. She cannot stand that. They both smell.
Now everybody's gonna be mad at me because all the weed smokers out there. I'm sorry.
It doesn't say you didn't disapprove. You just don't like the smell.
I just don't like the smell. No.
Yeah. All right. So yes. Please continue on, Tubby Chili Drakkar.
Jerry Perkins, Facebook. Hello, beautiful Sammy Joe in the bottom of the glass and the beautiful queen of us all. Sammy, interesting. No handsome general, LOL. Oh, you got booted out of that one, big
What are
boy.
you talking about?
Didn't even say handsome general in that one. Said hello to everybody else but you.
Wow. Well, in situations like that, I think we all know handsome general is implied. I think we can get away with that. All right.
All right. So, A787 Fixer, can you give a coin clue tonight?
You know, the coins, you guys have talked about this. Can I jump away from the sheets for a minute?
Of course you can.
So we were hiding gold coins. And we've learned some stuff. You guys are fucking smart. You really are. We're going to hide 50 coins all
We're
over the
Gen
country.
X. We are smart.
Really smart. And my wife and I decided to hide one out in the middle of the Mojave Desert, just on a whim. So we did one. We had a couple clues. And Kel and his chick found it like the next day. He texted me, goes, "Is the coin hidden?" "Yeah." "Has anybody found it?" I said, "No." He goes, "Okay." And that dude drove around all day comparing. We gave some clues. We gave some signs like California sign, entry to the Mojave Desert. And that dude drove around to each one of those signs until he found the sign that had the same bullet holes as the one in my picture, he said. And he found it. He just determined he found it. All right. So we hid another coin. They're all out of order. We're not hiding coin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We hid coin 1. We hid coin 8. We hid coin 9. Now, coin 9, Phil McNeil found after 2 days of searching. That guy, I don't think he even went to work. He didn't go to work. He grabbed his daughter, pulled her out of school, and they just went searching all over with the clues till they figured out it was in Sacramento, till they figured out it was at a park. And then when they found the park, he texted me, "I'm here at the goddamn park. I've been here for 2 hours and I can't find it," until they found it. It took 2 days of driving around, but he found it. He's got the gold coin. So there's one more currently hidden right now, coin number 8. And some people have gone. If you go to all good moderators should put a link right now to the actual web page, not to the clues for coin 8. Go to let the hunt begin, and you guys can see what's going on. It talks about the prizes. You get some money and you get some gear, and anyone at the end of this, Anyone at the end, if you end up with one of these coins, if you're one of the 50 people, you're going to have a chance to go find $1,000. You're going to have a chance to locate $1,000 prize. Once all the coins are found, we'll do that one. But you can't go looking for that. You can't get the clues. They're going to be emailed to you guys. But you got to have one of these to even be in the running for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. So, the coin right now, there's one coin left. The kid, Briggs, is leaving Monday to go hide 2 coins. He's driving 1,400 miles away to hide one. My wife and I are hiding one. When do we go?
Week.
Next week. We drive out of state to go hide one. Trippy Dippy Pineapple is going to be on assignment with 2. Sammy Joe's going to have 2. East Coast. And then the Midwest, Loud One. Loud One is about as close to being on staff as you can get without being actually on staff. And that he's involved
in the middle of the country.
He's in the middle of the country. He's involved in everything we do. We talk about a lot of the things and decisions we make. We bounce things off Loud One like we do staff. He's got the middle of the country. So he's got Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, Texas, and there's somewhere else too, but I can't remember what Oklahoma. So he's going to put out 6 or 7 coins, and then I'll do the clues, and you guys can keep looking. So we're covering quite a bit for you guys. I just don't. I'm telling you, the clue to coin number 8. 2 people have solved the hardest part of the clue because you guys emailed me, but nobody's gone past that. They're stuck. So I'm leaving the clues where they are. You guys go find them. There is a Discord room. You guys know that Discord is just a bunch of chat rooms for old people. Gen X Talks has a Discord server. Gen X Talks, is it discord.gg/Gen X Talk? It's just a chat room. There's guns and there's food and there's other stuff in there. And you just talk about stuff like, remember the old school chat rooms? That's what it's all about. But there's a room in there just for talking about the coins. It's kind of funny to listen to people talk because they ask questions, but they don't want anybody else to find the answer. So they're really clever about what they ask and how, because they don't want to share too much. Now, people back east, once they figure out the coins in Sacramento, they're all over helping because they know they're not going to get it anyway. So they just throw stuff out there to help out. That's a lot of fun to watch this develop. It's been a lot more fun than we thought it was going to be. You guys are really having a good time with it. And so are we. So there's
something's wrong with our jar. Nothing's dropping in there. And Sweets is going through withdrawals because she wants to know who the $2 whore is.
I'm not that's like the stream. See, this is filled with invisible Facebook stuff. I don't know why the Facebook thing quit again, but until some people on YouTube drop $5, the jar's empty. I'm sorry. No one's dropping anything in there. I don't know why. It's the things are going across the screen.
Also, many people are asking about the northern states, Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, Kentucky. We are hoping to get them up there. Just give us a little chance.
We're doing the best we can.
We got to make these coins and get them to people. So
if my wife had her way, she would start a fund with you guys for like 5 weeks and just gather up $5, $10, $5, $10, $5, $10, and she would drive it with me. She would go across the United States and she would point here, there, do the Smoky Mountains, Blue Ridge Highway, Gettysburg. I mean, she would do the whole thing where
Absolutely.
we did it ourselves.
Absolutely.
I just don't know that we got the gumption to do that. It's a lot of money to do it. We're not rich people. We're middle class folks just like you.
We'll get there.
But we're working it out. We really are. All right. Was there anything else between the sheets, or can I get on with the show?
Of course there is. I want to know who the $2 whore is tonight. John Morgan, $5. Had to put a scale. But a scale today. Why did they make all scales have a laugh track?
Yeah. Well, at least yours laughs. Mine says one at a time, please.
Seeking the Truth, a member for 25 months. Hi, Bottom of the Glass Nation. Daughter's first surgery went great. Her left kidney surgery is Monday. Thanks for all who prayed. I hope everyone is doing good.
Seeking the Truth has been around a long time with the program. That is a guy goes back quite a ways for a long time. My man.
All right. Ian, over on Facebook, he jumped ship from the bus for a minute. Okay, the bus's autopilot was dismantled last year, so I better get back behind the wheel. Was just making sure that the Facebook trailer was still attached.
Facebook trailer is in tow. That's a true story.
Oh, my goodness.
And the kid just showed up in here.
With his lightsaber.
I think I have a way to put him on screen over there. Nope, not that one. Hang on, let me look. It's, is it this one?
Oh, there's Trippy. Hi,
Just
Trippy.
relax. No, I was going over the other end there. Just calm down. You know what I'm talking about.
Trippy Dippy Pineapple.
That's Trippy Dippy Pineapple. For all of you who have been hearing the name Trippy Dippy Pineapple, you actually get to see him now. There he is.
My ugly mug.
I had a thing over here. It's not side by side. Oh, there it is right there. There's all three of us. Trippy Dippy Pineapple.
What about the kid? He's coming in to,
I figured he'd go behind Trippy Dippy over there.
or behind me. He can go in the corner.
Well, if I
Oh,
go this
brother.
way, you can
that's
really
better.
see him. There's Briggs. There's Gen Z kid coming. Oh, he's got his green lightsaber, which means you're not a Sith. You're a Jedi.
Yeah.
So there's the kid and TDP.
And then I can turn it off like this.
And he's still
Wow.
12.
So
What-
cool. Yeah, I just wanted to pop in because I found this and charged it.
Oh well, thank God.
Yeah, let me turn it back on for sure.
Yeah, actually turn that off. It's way better with it off.
I told you, the light.
Yeah, that's better on
Makes my
TDP.
camera look
That's a
better.
lot
He
better.
likes that.
Yeah, that's because no Elgato camera.
No
All right.
Elgato camera hub.
Because you don't have them on virtual cable.
Okay, well it looks better. Whatever it is, it looks cool.
Okay, can I
It's
continue?
also raining outside.
Nobody
Oh,
cares.
it's just water.
Mom looks a little brighter. She's got a little more lighter complexion with the light the way it is.
Like, do you say that when the weatherman says raining outside? Ah.
It's just water.
No, man, he's letting you know.
Okay, get out.
Okay, goodbye.
Get out.
The guy.
Get
Goodbye.
out. God, fucking kids, man. 30
Daniel-
more days. 30 more days.
Daniel Stedman over on Facebook. Petty Officer Squid. Daniel Stedman is sending you 2 special presents to your P.O. box in a few days. I hope you use one for a coin in the hunt. Doubtful, since I may be too late. And you will know the significance of the second gift. Love, Mama X. I'm the one who recently beat the shit out of my prostate cancer and knows exactly what to say, which kept me in the fight when I didn't even want to fight it. Well, I am so proud of you, Daniel. I am so proud that you fought it and you beat it and move on with life and
That is
enjoy
a
it.
big thing. Well done, young man. Well done.
Absolutely. Scott French on Facebook. What's in the shot glass, General?
It is compliments of the Sun Valley Fox. It is Pendleton Rye tonight. Yeah, good. Well, if you're going to ask, I guess I should pour another one. I mean, I hate to not be sociable here. Got to be a
Oh,
little
you're
sociable.
going to love this question for you.
All right, I'm ready, sweetie.
Cody Lawrence over on Facebook. Cody.
Cody Lawrence on Facebook. My
Hey,
man.
General. How did you handle meeting your daughter's dates or boyfriends for the first time? You don't want to know. I'm nervous. My twin girls just turned 6. Reason why I ask is because our youth is insane.
Yeah, I got. You can ask GXMom. There was actually one interaction. She about lost it with me. She just came unfucking
We have
glued.
4 daughters.
Four daughters.
It got worse.
It got worse as I got older. Yeah. So there's a true story. I'll tell you a couple of these right now. One of them. All of them that came to the door, I'd say, what are your intentions with my daughter? And they're young. Sometimes I wouldn't let my daughters date till they were 16. All right. We got that. And so these guys come to the door and, they knock on the door to pick up my daughter, say, hey, what are your intentions? What are you thinking? I said, why do you want to date my daughter? And any one of these guys that goes, oh, your daughter's hot. No date. No date. I'd throw them out in the fucking grass, make sure they tumbled a few times. Get the fuck out of here. Tell me that my daughter's hot and that's why to get the fuck on. And my daughter's screaming and she's crying. Mom, Dad just chased away the guy who's going on a date. No more date. Date's over. Date's done. You say that shit, you're fucking out of there. Now, the reason I did that was to make an impression. And you can ask my daughters to this day that my reputation around the high school was like, just don't date one of those girls. Their dad is fucking crazy. He will do shit. He doesn't just talk. He fucking does shit. Don't pick somebody else. And so a lot of the riffraff stayed away from my daughters because I had a reputation of being very confrontational and very physical. True story. So after they dated a few times and they looked like they were becoming serious, I'll give you 2 stories. I have many, but 2 stories. So a guy would come to the door, been on a couple dates. Now they're getting serious. They're going to go to a dinner and a movie for a little while. I said, come here, my man. I want to talk to you for a minute. And I pulled the guy in and I put my arm around him so he couldn't go anywhere. This is 100% true. Ask my wife. And I would pull him in close and say, you going on a date tonight with my daughter, right? Yeah. Going to the movies? Yeah. Going to dinner? Yeah. I said, okay. whatever you do to her tonight, I'm going to do to you. And the guy looked at me and goes, sir, what do you mean? Now, pay attention. If you hold her hand, I'm going to hold your hand. Whatever you do to my daughter tonight, I'm going to find out about it, and then I'm going to come find you, and then I'm going to do it to you. Now, let that sink in. I'm still holding the guy by the shoulder. I'm not letting him go. I said, let that sink in. Whatever you do tonight, I'm doing to you. Think it through, buddy, because it's going to fucking happen. I actually had one guy end the date, leave right then, never came back. Then the other one, when I knew a dude was just, he wouldn't fall for like that conversation and knew he was a little bit tough guy, a little rough around the edges, gonna strut in front of me and show me what a badass he is. And I've done this more than once. My wife, she really hated this one, but I did it in person. I would hold out a handful of bullets. And when the guy was at the door, I said, hey, before my daughter comes downstairs, pick one. He goes, pick a bullet? Yeah, pick one. Whatever one you want. I don't care. So he'd pick one up. I'd put the other one. Hey, give me that. Okay, so there you pick this one. And what I pick a bullet for? This is the bullet I'm going to shoot you with if my daughter's 1 minute late. You better be fucking early. You can't come up with a story with a flat tire. You come home, leave yourself enough time for a flat tire. I don't want you running out of gas on a remote hilltop looking over the city. No. I said, this is your bullet now. You're late. You fuck around. You make my daughter cry. This is your bullet. And I will get arrested and I will go to jail and then they will let me out because they let people out who are defending their families. This is your bullet. You picked it. Never forget that. You picked it. Every one of those dates ended early. Every one of those dates, my daughter would come through the house, throwing their purse down, all pissed off. Apparently it didn't go the way that my daughter thought it was going to go. Apparently there was my other daughters would tell me about that daughter date. All the other daughters say, I go, why is she so pissed? And my daughters would come in and say, in the movie theater, and he wouldn't kiss her. He wouldn't put his arm around her. He kept saying, no, your dad's going to shoot me. And then if my daughter goes to try to kiss the boy, he goes, no, don't, because your dad's going to kiss me. So don't do that. And literally, my daughters would come home pissed off going, you're ruining my dating life. I said, good, then I'm parenting correctly. And if you think any of those things aren't true, you're back on camera. Don't lie. Tell them the truth. Did I do those things?
Yes, you did.
And I did them right in front of you.
Yep.
Yeah. The only time I really fucked up was one time, and I don't want to tell that story right now. You asked me on a different night. Write it down, and ask me the fucked up dating daughter guy story. I'll tell you on a different time. Don't ask me that right now, but it was bad. My wife, her mouth dropped open. She had to call the boy's parents and go, listen, my husband's just drunk. It's okay.
It was you and your friends.
Yeah.
That was a group of you. That poor kid, I think you ruined him for life.
I will tell you one time, though, there was this one kid who showed up for a date, and I said, whatever you do to her, I'm going to do to you. He goes, okay. He just stood there. I said, you don't understand, man. And then I'm going to shoot you. He goes, well, I won't be late. He had no bad intentions. He's like, we're going to go miniature golfing. We're going to get some pizza. We're going to hang out. And I'm bringing her home. He just bounced around. He goes, well, you can make all the threats you want. I have no bad intentions at all. He was immune to me because he was a good kid. He's like, all these things have to do with bad behavior, sir. All these things have to do with bad behavior. I'm not that guy. I just want to go out with your daughter and have a good time. And he did. Several times. It's just all it was. Now, I was proud of that kid, but I was also very upset. I like it when I can be intimidating. And when I can't be intimidating, something's wrong. So, but true story. There was a kid who was just happy to be there.
Yep.
Nothing I said fazed him. He was happy as could be.
Yep.
Great kid.
Johnny Law gave $4.99. I didn't say where it was going. Top Knots Rule $2. Let's see that hoe, which nobody can see.
I can't get the hoe in the jar.
Loud One $10. He's back on YouTube. Bus's steering wheel is welded in place. I'm jumping off the bus and going for badonkadonk.
Oh.
Good luck, everyone. I hope you survive.
Well, when Loud One disappears, we would all. Is there any man out there who would still be in the middle of this live stream if your choices was look at this or go get some badonkadonk? No, I don't think so.
Laszlo the Instigator.
Laszlo the Instigator
Gave $10. The YouTube algorithm is dumb. That's all he said.
YouTube algorithm. Yeah, it could be. I just thought of that. Who would leave for some badonkadonk and who would be here for some badonkadonk. And right about that time, the Sun Valley Fox looked over his wife and she went, just watch the live stream, buddy. His wife just told the Sun Valley Fox, you just keep watching TV. Just stare up that way, buddy.
Ace Maduro says, I don't know who's more handsome, Trippy or the General.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
That's not even a thing, man. There's
Trip.
TDP. He's just
There's
a younger
Trip.
version of me with no gray. That's all. That's
I
bullshit
get
as far
one
as
gray
I'm
once in a
concerned.
while, that's about it. They're coming in slowly but surely.
Look at this.
He's
Look
got
at the
some
gray.
gray coming in, he says.
Okay, hold on. To be fair, he is dating Sammy Joe. So by the
that's
time
going to
he's
cause a lot of gray.
by the time he's 35, he should look just like this. It should be all filled in, silverish and nice.
Well, it is kind of true. I didn't have any gray hairs until I met her. So.
Oh, there it is. The
It's-
proof is right there. There you
A
go.
woman will be your downfall every goddamn time.
Wow.
So, Trip,
Yes.
you're sitting in the kid seat, man.
Uh-huh.
Doing this, so you still fulfilling your duties with the sheets and everything.
He's doing
I
a
am.
great job.
Yep.
Now, tell me the truth. Don't lie, Trip. Don't lie. I know Sammy Joe has got Facebook. I got both Facebook pages. She lectured me. She's like, don't fuck with me on Facebook. I got Facebook. She's the moderator. Sammy Joe is your moderator on both Facebook pages. Trip,
Yeah.
do you still go over there once in a while just to look in to make sure things are going okay?
Yeah. I mean, I jump everywhere all the time.
Yeah, see, that's parenting.
I just don't say anything, but I just look around. And
Now, see, that's the guy. He's checking in. She's like, okay, I know Sammy Joe says she's got it, but I need to go look once in a while. You got to. You got to check in. Now, he's going to get kicked in the balls by this. Don't you ever check in on me, Sammy Joe's going to say. I don't ever want to see your ugly face. I've got Facebook. Facebook is mine.
Wow.
It's fine. That's what's going to happen.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, this is your Discord overlord.
Oh, yeah, he is the Discord overlord. Used to be Lionheart. Lionheart ran it for a couple years. He moved on. Trippy Dibby Pineapple slid in there, and TDP runs Discord. You got a problem, go see TDP. Don't fucking text me with your shit. You got a problem over there, go see him.
And he's always over there. He's always checking in and
I will
commenting
say something publicly about Trippy and Discord, because there's a lot of people in Discord. We have a lot of conversations. There has been controversy. There has been issues. And I got to say, every one of them that Tripp has solved over there, I have not disagreed with his decision. I have never felt like, oh, I should have got involved and channeled something. No, not one time. So I'm telling you right now, if you guys get in a fight with Trippy, you better have a pretty strong case, because he is batting 1,000 right now. His decisions, in my opinion, have been completely accurate every time. He's fair, but he's also heavy-handed. You fuck around, you're done. He likes a happy Discord. Trippy Dippy like happy Discord. So that's what I'm saying.
All right. I have one more. Barry Dano, my Canadian.
Your favorite Canadian to ship to. Barry, where the fuck have you been, man?
Member for 25 months. When my daughter got her first boyfriend, I said, I want to meet him. She said, no, Dad, you will scare him away. I said, that's my job, LOL. The biker looks pay off.
Well, and to be fair, something you've learned, you didn't agree with this in the beginning as we were married as a young couple, but you agree that when I scare boys off, they aren't worth having.
That's correct.
The ones that stand up, that stand strong with their honorable intentions, and they are falling in love with a daughter, and they stay no matter what. You agree now. That's the better course of action.
Like your son-in-law and your future son-in-law,
Yep.
they stayed and talked to you and answered all your questions.
Yep.
They were
And
good.
the one who's not even a son-in-law, he's just dating my daughter up north, and I love this guy to death. He's going to be a great son-in-law. I took him in the garage. Some of you know this story. It was very simple. It was a couple years ago, and I said, look, because I've known the kid since he was 11.
Yeah.
I've known him since he was a kid. I just said simple. If you break my daughter's heart, I will break both your fucking legs. You cheat on her, I will break your legs. If you ever lay a hand on her in anger, I'll fucking bury you in the ground. And that was in my garage. I said, those are the two rules. You got to understand them. I'm not fucking with you. This is true. And he knows me. Now, I was very good. I followed up with
And what do you call this daughter? What's your pet name for this daughter?
Boo Bear.
Boo Bear. It's
He's
his
my Boo
Boo
Bear.
Bear. And so don't mess with Boo Bear.
No.
Okay.
And so but I followed up with those two things. I followed up and said, look, but don't think you can't call me when you guys are in a screaming, yelling, heated argument. Women are women, man. Chicks, man. Don't think I'm blindly going to be on my daughter's side. If she's anything like her mother, she's going to be wrong a lot. And I'm with you, my man. You call me, I'm with you. We can talk this out. Just don't cheat on her and just don't put your hands on her. Everything else, I'm probably going to be on your side. You're going to need an ally. These women, the sisters and the mother, they circle the wagons, and all of a sudden you feel outnumbered. So be careful. It was a good speech. It worked out well.
Yes. Sean MacArthur on Facebook. Here are some stars for the happy couple. Sorry I'm late. I'm out relaxing with friends. Enjoy, everyone. 200 stars. Sean, you go have fun
Sean,
with your
you go introduce your friends to Gen X Talks, my man. Come on. Flip the switch. Program it in their phone.
Danny H., the General and Trippy are Sith. Always two there are. Master and student. Yoda said so.
Ooh, that'd be a good way to look at that. Wait. So then the question is, let me find Trip. Yep. If we're like that, are we like Sith Lord, or are we Jedi Master and Padawan learner? Are we on the dark side or the light side?
I personally feel like I'm more of Sith, but that's just me.
He's Sith. I'd say you're a Sith.
I'm not. You think I'm a Sith?
You could be. You can be.
Yeah, but I always thought I was more Jedi. I always like fight for the good side, you know?
Okay.
Now I'm a Sith. Now I find out after all these years I'm a bad guy?
Yeah.
She just goes, yeah, you're a bitch. You just need. And what are you talking about? Is it this all this time? I find out I'm the cowboy with the black hat. I'm not the cowboy with the white hat.
After the stories you just said about the boyfriends.
And then you go, yeah.
Charles Clark gifted 5 memberships to Jake, Ken, Endless Edgy, and Larry LC Woodworks. They all got memberships. We couldn't see the 5th one. Also. Sammy Joe said the General is definitely a Sith.
Wow, that's just because she's mad at me.
Oh, wow.
Did you approve that Sammy Joe and I could go on a date to downtown Disney? She said you did.
I thought we were all going on a downtown date to Disney.
Yeah, but I think she wants to go on a date.
Oh.
And she said, nope, Gen X Mom said I could. You've cut me loose with her on personal alone dates more than once. I feel like I'm dodging a bullet here with Sammy Joe. I feel like something's going to happen on a date, and I'm going to succumb to her evil powers. See, she's evil. I'm the Jedi. I told you. It's all settled now. No downtown Disney, Jedi, Sith. We're all good. All right, go on.
That's it. I'm caught up in the sheets.
You know, I didn't get to one picture. I got to bring a couple in. You got to let me do a couple just to say what's going on. All right, so here's, holy Santa Claus shit. That's a big picture. Hang on, let me get rid of that. Hang on. Ching. See my wife's face right there? Don't look at my wife's face. All right. Let's see. There it is. Podcast 1. The podcast is out. It's a recap of Reno. It's one of the funniest things ever. It talks about the Highway Patrol guy that I got into a little discussion with. Talks about helicopters carrying around some weird shit. It's a lot of fun on this one. This one we're getting a huge response to. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to the podcast. It's one of the fastest growing parts of Gen X Talks as a brand right now. So put up the link. You know, you do me a favor. If you guys like it, here's something you guys don't do. Everybody listens. Everybody has a good time. Think they're funny. Share the link. Just email it to a few friends of yours and go, check this out. Especially this one. It's really funny and it's good and it helps out the brand a ton. If you guys would, I'd appreciate that. Some of you know a lot of people. All right. Also, if you didn't get notified about the show beginning on Facebook, on Rumble, on YouTube, join Patreon. It's $1. Not only do you get to look at 3 years behind the scenes stuff that nobody else gets to see, there's a history there. 3 years of stuff we don't put out for the public is on display. Go check it out. But you also get a quick email before the show because in this election year, they're going to squash conservative, common sense content. They're not going to pass out notifications. I don't care if you ring the bell, subscribe or not. They're not going to do it. Patreon is the only way we have to give you a quick email saying, hey, this is what we're doing. So consider that, please. It's a good thing. What else was there? Hey, there's the thing that was flying around in the podcast. Here, the podcast, we talk about the helicopter. Burn that image into your head. That's the one. What else was there? The Lakeside Barbecue and Car Show is tomorrow. That's why Trippy Dippy Pineapple's up here tonight. He's going to the car show with us tomorrow. It's near Bakersfield, California. If you're anywhere on the coast, Southern California, LA, all the way up to Modesto, drive down. You got to get here early, though. We're only going to be there for a few hours, but it's for a good cause. 81 years for this little tiny school out in the middle of nowhere. They've been doing barbecues, and recently they've added a car show. Brandon's Transmissions here in Bakersfield. Great guy. You want a transmission built perfectly? Ship it to Brandon and let him ship it back to you. Flawless. Flawless design on that. Anyway, we're going to be at the barbecue tomorrow. If you're anywhere near the area, come by. It'll be a lot of fun. What else was there? Was there any more in here? The bills to pay? Podcast, we talked about that. The gold coins, we talked about that. I think that was it. I think we're done for that. Anyway, it was a big thing. It was a fashion. We still had. I only got to do housekeeping. That's all the pictures I got to was housekeeping. But I do have a complaint. I'm going to pour a drink, and I have a complaint, and it's about you guys. Yeah. Not about staff. It's not about my wife. I have a legitimate complaint about you guys, whether you're listening live right now or whether you're listening on a replay. And you know who you are when I say this. You'll know exactly who you are because in the comment section or in an email to me or an email, you chicken shits, you email my wife or you contact staff. You guys are out there saying, I like the bottom of the glass shows, General. They're pretty fucking cool, but I don't like it when you talk politics. So just, if you could just stop the politics. All right. I won't talk politics anymore. I won't do it because a handful of you cried like little bitches about oh, am I hurting your feelings? Okay, we'll take it out of the program. But then I start talking about sports, talk about the Lakers, the Dodgers. And then there's a group, just there's no room for sports in the bottom of Glass Nation. If you want to do a sports show, just do a sports show. All right, well, stop talking about sports. You want to talk about current events, things going on in the news? No, if I want to watch a news channel, I'll watch a news channel, General. There's no place for this kind of news. Just don't do it. Don't talk about current events, man. I hear that all day long. I don't need to hear it from you. All right, won't talk about current events. And eventually, you guys bitch. There's a small section of hatred for everything. Don't talk about sports. Don't talk about politics. Don't talk about religion. Don't talk about alien spacecraft. Don't talk about... You guys cover it all. So, according to you idiots... When you complain and you bitch about your little thing, and you know who you are, I'm talking to you right fucking now, we wouldn't talk about anything. Because all of you are so stupid, you go, don't talk about sports. Everything else is fine. Then there's another group. Don't talk about politics. Everything else is fine. Well, it's not everything else is fine because there's a group that doesn't like part of the everything. So if I pull them all out, we're just going to sit here and stare at each other. There's even a group of you that when I drink, like, General, you weigh 400 pounds, you shouldn't drink. Yeah, I fucking know. I could die tonight. I know that. You shouldn't drink, General. You shouldn't have a drink at all. You shouldn't drink anything at all. No. So I won't drink. I won't smoke. I won't have soda. I won't talk about politics, religion, or sports because each of you has your little pet peeve. We can just turn on the camera and stare at each other and listen to each other breathe for a fucking hour. Or, now here's option number 2, or I could just tell everyone to fuck off, do what I want, run the show the way I fucking want to, and people who want to stick around will. People like-minded individuals will still be here. And those of you jerkwaters that don't like what's going on with one fucking small topic can get fucking bent and change the channel and go someplace else. No one's keeping you here. And now if you want to sponsor this channel, you want to pay me like 10 grand a month, I'll say whatever the fuck you want, man. You give me $10,000, we'll sit out here, we'll talk about green beans growing in the bottom of the Chinese Yangtze River. That's what you want to talk? We'll talk about that. But until you're signing somebody's paycheck, until you're actually in charge of something, shut the fuck up. You have no business telling me what to do on this show. This is a Generation X show. This is a Gen X talk show. This is a Legion of X, and this particular one is a Bottom of the Glass Nation show. And the nation is who controls what we talk about. You guys say things and I respond. I say things and you respond. We're not beholden to a curriculum written by the minority of you. So I'm going to drink right now and say goodnight to everybody. And thank you guys for tuning in. But I'm going to drink first because it's important. Raise one last glass with me. Everybody out there, Facebook and Rumble and YouTube. You want to? I don't care if you're drinking water. I don't care if you're drinking apple juice. Raise one last glass if you want to keep things going the way they are. I didn't ask for money to keep things going the way they are. I didn't say, well, give me $10 and I'll still be me. No, I'm being me anyway. All I'm asking is that we share a drink in friendship. That's all I'm asking for. Let's raise one together.
While you do that, I'll say some sheets. $5 from Barry Dano. Getting looks from my friends now. After 11 years, I cut my hair. Not military short, but it's not halfway down my back anymore.
That'll do it. You will draw attention.
Tamash is in the house. He gave $6 shekels. Is that what it is?
I don't know. The little hand
Shekels,
symbol.
yeah.
When you see Tamash's
Bottom
thing.
of the glass nation forever and ever.
Tomash is our number one guy over in Israel. True story. He's a brother from another mother. We went to different high schools together. Look at the yearbook. You can tell. He grabs a weapon and stands a post on the wall for the bottom of the glass nation. You're welcome, America and Denmark.
Jan Motz, fuck's sake, you can't keep anyone happy, can you? Bunch of crybabies.
Yeah, I'm trying. I just can't juggle that fast, Jan. I'm with you.
Sparky number 1 gave $10. KGXT Radio Fun. Howdy. He said howdy.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you guys should acknowledge right now, wherever platform you're on, especially Rumble, you guys should raise a glass and say something to Josh Maddox. He is knocking it. Hey, the $2 horse showed up. Josh is knocking it down like a pro.
Yes,
He's
he
fucking swinging a bat with both hands in there, getting it done on kgxtradio.com. And June 1st is the big launch. We got some changes coming up. Josh is the guy. Don't think he's not. He's the fucking man. Now, can you guys see the $2 whore? Finally, it showed up. I'm not sure what glitched or unglitched. The $2 whore is in there. It is a name that we have said several times tonight.
In the chat.
He's in chat. It's a guy. He's in chat. Anybody?
John Davenport on Facebook. Definitely don't talk about my alien spacecraft.
Yeah, can't talk
Can't
about
do
the
that.
alien spacecraft. No.
Scott Royston gave $2. General Just Be You. And Nightbot gave $20. Goes, how much of a conversation will this get me for $20?
I'll talk about whatever you want for 30 seconds. And Scott, that's Scott Royston. That's what I'm trying to do, buddy. Above all else, you would understand about the struggles of a guy just trying to be the guy he is. Scott, that's all I'm trying to do, buddy. Nobody has a guess on the $2 whore?
I don't know. I'm looking.
$2 whore. It's the first time this person has been the $2 whore. He is in chat. And another clue, because we're running late.
$2 hoe is Pukey McFisty.
Not
Sweet said?
Pukey. No, not Pukey Mephisti. But we
Is
said
the
his name.
$2 hoe loud one, Kristen says?
No, not loud one. He had a birthday.
Drop him said, I have no idea.
He's right. Drop him is right. He has no idea. That is a correct answer.
Christina Dvorak goes, other Scott.
Define others.
We have quite a few Scots.
Define other Scott, Christina. Define other Scott. Boy, she was slick with that answer, wasn't she?
Yes. Mary Mathis said loud one. No. Man, nobody guessing before we have to go?
I can't believe the $2 whore just turned on in the last 5 minutes. That's so funny.
Nightbot goes, it's me. I'll admit it. No,
it's not you.
Jennifer Whitehead said Scott A.
Scott A is right.
Yes.
That is the
King
answer.
Weisenhoek got it. Firewood Art got it. Jan Motz got it. Mary Mathis, Sweets. Everybody's jumping on board.
Everybody got it. I'm moving the wrong thing and tried to move the jar. Move my fat head. All right. Listen, I'll leave this up on the screen. This is your crew tonight. It was GXMom. It was Trippy Dippy Pineapple behind the scenes doing his stuff. And the General, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for tuning in. Not sure where you folks, well, if you guys want me to drink another one, I don't want to. But you guys know the truth is at the bottom of the glass. That's why we're the bottom of the glass nation. And I know you all want the truth. You deserve the truth. I don't like drinking. No. I despise it, as a matter of fact. But I'm committed to giving you the truth. And if the truth is at the bottom of the glass, I'll drink it. I don't want to, but I'll drink it. This one's for you guys. Thank you for everybody tuning in and around the planet. This one's for you.
Good night, everyone.
Thank
See
you
you
guys
next
for
week.
tuning in. There's GXMom. There's Trippy Deep Pineapple. I'm the General. Thank you for tuning in around the planet. Not sure where you're listening in from. AM, FM, Sirius XM, or perhaps you listened in on the Armed Service Radio Network. Remember two things. Wherever you go, there you are. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side.
Bye.